Today I'll be doing a different video. I'll be talking about the damn Supra, 2020 Supra. Oh my god. So many discussions are happening out there regarding the brand new 2020 Toyota Supra that's going to be coming out shortly. Pricing, kind of pricing has been released. A whole bunch of specs have been released. And I'm doing this video to compile some of the things that I heard and some of the things that I have noticed myself in the hopes that we can maybe open up some sort of discussion in the comment section on what you guys have heard. Do you think they're going to be successful? Do we think that they're going to fail? Like, there's so many different inputs out there, but let's get to the bottom of this. So I'll be talking about this today. Definitely not a normal video, definitely something that I don't usually do, but you know, since I talk a lot about cars, why not doing this one? Toyota Supra 2020. Let's get into it. So, I'm at the computer, and today we are talking, as I mentioned, about the famous Toyota Supra 2020. So I'll be going over a few things that I've read about, some things that I heard about, and I definitely want to hear more from you guys about these things. Some of your reactions as well to what I'll be saying to what I found online. So ultimately, as you know, 21 years later, Toyota decided to release the Toyota Supra now. So after 21 years of hard work of not having a Supra out, they decided to, go for it and give it another test drive. So within that test drive that I can call it, they have made, I guess, an agreement with BMW to actually build their engine. So those cars, from my understanding, is that they're going to have a 3-liter, in six-line, basically 3-liter turbo engine made by BMW, which is the engine from the famous BMW Z4. So same thing kind of as a Z4, but the Z4, sorry, but actually they brought it down a notch. It has a bit less horsepower, a bit less torque. So you're looking at the Supra basically that's going to be producing 335 horsepower with 365 foot-pound of torque, compared to the Z4 that has the same engine at 382 horsepower with 369, sorry, foot-pound of torque. So the Supra will be coming with a 8-speed automatic transmission. It does not have the manual or stick option that you can choose. So you do have this, and you're stuck with a automatic car. Yeah, paddle shift or whatever you want to call it. It remains an automatic car. What they have also done is that they have introduced the eDiff, which is the electronic differential for the back wheels. As you guys know, it is a rear wheel drive car. It is not full wheel drive or front wheel drive. It does have the rear electronic differential, which is compensated by basically the electronic module that's built into the car. It is something that is engaged by the sport mode that you can choose, that you can select in the Supra, and it basically helps decide which wheel is going to turn faster or if they should be locked together whatsoever. A lot of people would also ask, how fast is this car going to be? It's probably the primary question of many people. They estimated it's probably going to do about 4.1 second from 0 to 60 miles an hour, so 0 to 100 kilometers an hour. And the car will be locked at about 150 to 155 miles per hour at the most. So getting into a bit more of the observations themselves, and I'll keep it quite short for today because I want to hear about some of your reactions. And based on the reactions, I might actually come up with additional videos as we learn more and more about this car. So as I have mentioned, it is coming with a BMW Z4 engine, which I will show you actually a picture of. And this is directly from the Toyota website. So I don't know why I flipped this around, but here is the famous Toyota Supra V6, well, not V6, the inline 6-cylinder 3-liter turbocharged engine. So as I mentioned, this is made by BMW, has a Toyota sign. Let's take a look at the BMW Z4 engine and compare. So I will drop this by just a notch. There you go. And let's put them side by side so that we can see what we all feel about this. And this is quite interesting, to be honest. Like when I looked at this, I was like, wow, okay, okay. So let's look at this. We have the oil fill, which is kind of in the same area. We have these little side flaps on the side. We have the logo that's in the same area. You know, everything like the throttle body you can see is right there. You can see that the you have the AC line that is laid out the exact same way. You can see that the battery, I think that this is the positive side of the battery. It is exactly in the same location. I guess that this is the airbox. Airbox is there. So Toyota, BMW. So you're ultimately buying a Toyota Supra with definitely a BMW engine, as we can see. The only thing that I find very interesting is that, okay, well, you're going with a BMW engine, whatever, it's fine. But let's take a look at a few other things that have been noticed as well, such as in the interior. So if we look at the interior of the Toyota Supra, as you can see, it is not stick. It is a automatic car with a whole bunch of fancy options. Now let's compare this to, as an example, a BMW X6 that does have decent equipment and put it side by side. So I will put the X6 interior right beside it, and let's take a look at it together. So we have this screen that is located in the same kind of area. Let's look at the shifter. Shifter is, I'd say, identical. Then you have I guess that this is the knob for the different modes that you have, like sport modes and everything like that. So located in the exact same area. Look at the heating, the heating control module, same thing. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers that I guess that are for the radio settings or whatever it is, located in the exact same area. You have your hazards that are kind of in the middle, and steering wheel. Take a look at this. It's it's identical. Like okay, well, the shape of it is slightly different. That's fine, but aside from that, like the knobs and everything, it's the same thing. So it's kind of, you know, interesting to see how the engine of the Toyota Supra is a BMW's X6 engine, and the interior of the Toyota Supra looks quite similar actually to the BMW X6 interior. I took a look at the seats and everything like that. The seats in the Supra kind of look they look like this. And no, they don't look like anything that BMW have made. So if ever you were wondering if there was anything else like from the back, I couldn't find anything else. But you know, as we get some comments and I continue to look at some comparison, I'll definitely let you know what can be found. So ultimately, that's for the Supra engine and interior. Also, I will open up this Supra. No, it's not a Supra. It is actually a Scion FRS. Toyota FRS, Scion FRS, whatever you want to take it at. So, quite, you know, not identical, but it looks similar. You know, maybe a little baby Supra or whatever you want to call it. The lights are kind of similar shape. The rims are kind of the same similar color. The front grille is kind of the same type of grill itself. It's like it is very, very bizarre. I would almost say that if you look at it from the back, you nearly have like a Scion back with a Supra trunk. It's quite interesting. So, in any case, these cars are going to go for around 50,000 US dollars, depending on the model that you will get. And before I end this video, I actually wanted to say one last thing that we can maybe all comment on. The Toyota Supra is actually made in Austria. What are your thoughts about all of this? Let me know. It's not necessarily the type of video that I usually do, but I find it interesting to actually look at new releases and talk about new releases with people, get conversations going, get people hyped about new cars, get people talking. So comment below, let us know what you think. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Bye.